Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, the 14th of March. Sorry for being a couple minutes late here this morning. We've been discombobulated all weekend. I think for those of you on the live stream, you heard Jeannie talk about it, but I had food poisoning on Saturday, and actually I'm just now recovering today. So thankfully feeling a little better. Yeah, I had a shaving mishap this morning. I got out of the shower. I went to shave and trim up my beard this morning, and I had an unfortunate mishap with my trimmer, and was not going to be able to recover, so I just shaved the beard off this morning. And yeah, it's totally different. I walked downstairs. I was like, Jeannie, are you prepared to be freaked out? And she's like, what do you mean? And I walked around the corner because I've had that beard for 3 years now. And Jeannie was like, oh my God. I think she prefers the beard these days. So, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I am not going to. Jeannie last night was like, I'm making chicken. And I was like, what? You're making chicken? So she made spaghetti. Although, yeah, it does grow back. But I had, I was going to look, unfortunately, like a certain infamous historical world leader, and I was like, nope, the whole beard has to come off. I was like, I was like half my mustache. I was like, oh God, what just happened? The dog tried to push in, like I shave in the shower, and the dog tried to push into the shower, and I was like, no. And then I was like, no. It was awful. So she thought a stranger it was in the house. Yeah, it's funny. I think I shaved about 6 years off my look. And also about 1.5 inches off my face. The other thing is, like, I had a procedure like a week ago, and just given the way the procedure fell, I literally had almost a 2-day fast. Like, they had me start fasting the afternoon the day before my procedure. So like I literally stopped eating at like 4, and I didn't eat again until after the procedure, which was 2 days later. So like I had like a 2-day fast a week ago, and then I literally had like a 2-day fast this weekend. I am skinny right now. Like I've fasted for the last 7 days. And I don't think I really digested any of my food from Friday on. So it's been a weekend. We're actually going to be catching up. I arrived at the store today only to kind of realize the things that don't happen when I'm totally out of action for 2 days. And so we're going to be doing a lot of catching up today. And thank you. I do like this sweatshirt too. It was the most easily accessible. This is what happens in my house when I'm out of action. Like I actually took a morning this morning, meaning like I like showered and shaved and like went to do a little self-care because I've been pretty much laid up for the last 2 days. And then I looked at the clock and I was like, Jeannie, it's 8:45 and we have a dog that needs to be at doggy daycare at 9. And she's like, oh my God, I haven't done anything. And so I literally grabbed everything I could, ran out of the house, and ran to the store, and was doing everything I can to get here on time and get the store open and all that stuff, and only to realize like how much I missed actually over the weekend. I was totally laid up. There was a bunch of shipping in the back of my car on Saturday. So everything, and it was funny because UPS didn't show up on Friday. Everything that had been mailed Friday and Saturday was in my car. Now, normally I get up on Monday and I drive. The first thing I do is drive to drop that off.
Is this what you were looking
Oh,
for?
where was it?
On the desk. It must have been.
Oh, I must have pulled it open to look it up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But the long story short, it's been a couple of days, so we'll get everything set up. Did you bring in the dog?
Nope, she wouldn't come out.
Go get her.
But Michelle's getting her. I needed 2 hands. What do you think, ladies?
Where's my phone?
I'll give it to you in a second. I don't know, in my bag.
This is.
Good morning!
Can I have my phone?
Nice sweatshirt on.
So, I watched the video of the thread chest, really thinking about one. Get one.
Thinking about one too. I was
What?
thinking.
No, we need to get enough room in your room for the storage that we already have, and there's so much storage going in your room. I mean, 3 of the 4 cabinets that are coming into your room.
I can't even look at you. I look so different. I was downstairs and Patrick goes, "What'd you say? Do you want to be weirded out?"
You ready to be freaked out?
And then he came around the corner. I was like, "Oh my God, what's he gonna show me? Did something come out of?
Hey, could I have my
Did something
phone?
come out of Poppy's butt or something?" That's what I was thinking. I was like, "Okay, he
Hey,
found something."
you gotta go in the crate, girl.
She
Put her
wasn't
in.
going to come out. I had to.
I
Like, fly
know.
her out.
That's
She
how
was, like,
I
scared
didn't
of
have
me.
time. No, she
on.
won't come out for me either.
Oh, okay.
And
Come on, get on.
and then he came around the corner and my jaw hit the ground. It's been so. I mean, how long has it been since?
It's been 3 years.
Oh, my good girl.
It's gonna be like cheating on you with you.
Yep, there it is. Guess he's getting lucky.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
No better way to be like, I'm feeling better. So, anyways, so yeah, the thread cabinet's amazing. As far as I know, I don't have to change the price. If you are Cindy, I don't remember exactly where you are, but like generally I can do it for close to the price I do it in the store. Ends up being a couple $100 more because I'm shipping directly to you. So
You know what Shelly Saunders said to me? She was like, "It's the cutting table that you need to get." She was like, "Let me tell you the cutting table." And I don't have either because I cut on the back of my
the backstory, we did a special on those cutting tables months ago, and I ordered a cutting table, and just to call it what it was, they delivered the wrong cutting table. So I got the cutting table, I got it into the customer's house, I pulled it out, and she was like, "I did not order that." Now, what had arrived was a more expensive cutting table. They charged me for the correct table. They delivered the wrong table. And so I was literally like in her house going, "You sure you don't want this one? Because this one looks pretty awesome." And then literally I reloaded it. And I asked her if I could leave it there. And the reason I asked her if I could leave it there is I was afraid if I brought it to the store that you would tell me you wanted it.
What? Who cares?
I hadn't seen either of these cutting tables. And so
So you didn't want me to have something I might want?
well, no, because like
that it?
when I saw it, I was like, I saw the shelf configuration, and I saw everything. I was like, you could store bolts of fabric in here. Like, there's so much storage. The cutting table made a ton of sense to me.
You know what?
And
though?
I literally asked the customer. I was like, because I called, Pat answered and was like, I'm gonna be up there in like 2 weeks. I'll bring you the correct cutting table. And so I was like, listen, why don't you hold on to this cutting table? And so I told Jeannie that when I came back, but I'd reboxed it because we were delivering a bunch of cabinets and I didn't want it rolling around in the back of my trailer. And so when I got back, I told Jeannie, I was like, listen, I tried to get her to keep it for the next 2 weeks, but quite frankly, she didn't have room for it. It would have been a tight squeeze in that room, but I was like, I didn't want to bring it back because I was afraid that you would want it. And then what's funny is it sat here in the store in the box for like another 3 weeks. And then I finally pulled it out and Jeannie was like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. And then we ran a special on it. We sold like 20 of them.
Oh my God, I can't stop staring at you. Well, when he first walked around the corner, I was like, because I'm so used, I never in a million years would think that I loved a man with a mustache and a beard.
I didn't recognize John. I've never seen him.
Yeah, in my head, that just like, I've always loved clean shaven. And not that I don't love Patrick like this, but I love his mustache and his beard.
I do too.
But you know, we're just gonna mix it up a little bit. I'll be like, oh, no, your older brother Patrick isn't here.
Oh my God. Can you believe this girl?
Well, she does have a point. You do look a lot.
Everyone says that.
Wow. So I've known that for a long time. The beard makes me look older.
Because it's gray.
So we had an issue with payroll on Friday. I looked. We didn't get it either. So
okay. Oh my God! Is today Shelly's birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. There, that's the singing you get today. So what did you talk about?
I haven't talked about anything other than me being sick.
Oh, poor Patrick. I felt really bad for him.
She felt so bad. She locked herself at the other end of the house and shut the door.
I did not shut the door, but okay, so our bedroom is on one side. We have a split level, and the bedroom
The house is about 100 feet wide. It's really wide.
Okay, long. So he was at one end, and I got home. He called me. I was at the store. It was Saturday. He's like, you need to come home right now. He's like, I do not feel well. You need to come home and watch the dogs.
I had already started to get sick, and I just couldn't manage the dogs. I was like, I told her I wasn't. I went from like feeling fine to like about as sick as I've ever been in like a half an hour. It was crazy.
No, because I'd been here for probably like 2 hours, and you first were like, I don't feel so good. Anyways, so I get home, I run upstairs. He's like, get the dogs out of here. So I left
the dogs were like trying to catch my vomit.
I left the room and I tried to, I shut the door because I didn't want the dogs going back in there with me. And then I went all the way to the other end.
She went to the furthest distant part of the house.
Well, that's where we hang out.
With no phone. With no, like, so she wasn't answering the home phone. She didn't answer her phone.
And so
I was yelling as loud as I could at one point.
And I couldn't hear him because I was all the way, and I didn't shut the door.
And she was super into her show.
And I was
the dogs came up. They knew something was going on.
I was super into I was watching Daisy and the Six, or the Six and Daisy, or whatever.
Daisy and the Six. Yeah.
Daisy and the Six, and that gal I didn't realize is the granddaughter of Elvis. So, because I looked it up in the middle, I'm like, oh, I really, really like her. And I looked it up in the middle. At one point, I did think I heard something, But then I listened and I didn't hear it again. So I just kept watching my show. Little did I know Patrick was screaming for me. Anyways, I finally heard him.
And it happened not once.
No,
twice.
that's not true. I brought the phone down with me after that.
Not once, but twice.
That's not true.
That is true.
No, because I brought my phone
Because you
with
came
me.
up the first time, and then the second time,
said,
and then the
check
second,
on me in 15 minutes,
and then the
and I did.
second time, I was like, you need to grab a phone, because that was when I started cramping and I needed like fluids and stuff. It happened twice.
Anyways, look, he survived. He's okay. He's okay.
So, secret, if you're sick, don't have Jeannie taking care of you. So, once you're over 35.
You know what we think it is? We think it was, should we name names?
No, because
Okay.
without knowing for sure, I do think it was chicken. And we ate something on Friday night, like late. We ate something on Friday night, and quite honestly, like even when I was eating it, I was like, is this totally cooked?
It was totally the sourdough Lori. I'm just kidding.
It was
We ate this at, let Joe know, he's an amazing baker. And I made
I
spaghetti
have not
and
eaten
meat.
any of the sourdough yet.
Yeah,
although I probably will today.
We made spaghetti and meat sauce yesterday, and we ate it with that. I was like, should we have toast? We like toasted it, and the kids thought it was great.
So we should do the winner.
Okay, we're giving away the iron. While Patrick's giving the iron away.
That was like the sweetest. Like we read through all the entries last night.
Last night. Okay, so let's talk about it because Patrick asked. We were just talking about being together and that we're together, and I think we were together on. We have had. It's still we have a lot of common interests, but a lot, the gist of it from what I was reading is even those that did have common interest and then it's evolved, your relationships evolved over the years. It's the common values that keep you together. Common values, and then the love, and then the compromise and the respect and all of those important things. So, those are and common interests, those are a plus. Don't you think? I think common interests are a plus. And then it's the other stuff that keep you together. And laughter. Oh my goodness. Somebody wrote, and excuse me if I'm not remembering who wrote it, but there were a lot of different comments. But somebody wrote that they said that they were thankful that their husband wasn't a quilter, that they didn't quilt too, because he would probably be better than them. That was so funny. And Alice, oh my God, Alice's comment made me laugh because she talked about how they did a remodel and they put in separate bathrooms. Because I always joke with Patrick, I'm like, I can't wait until we build our dream house because we're going to have separate bathrooms because it just happens that we need it at the same time and I always have to wait. So that really made me laugh too. But there were so many that made me laugh. There were some that made me cry. I personalize everything, and when I read those, there are a lot of people that your loved one is not here anymore, and that just.
Shannon's looking at her husband and wondering if he should shave.
Because it'd be like cheating on him with him, right? So, but the comments were great, and it was really, really fun to read. And
that was like that may have been our most fun question, I think.
Yeah, maybe we won't ask anything about sewing anymore. It'll just be about personal stuff. And
I have gotten really used to the beard and the mustache, to the point, like quite frankly, this is something to manage. Like I didn't have a beard for years, and like I used to, like when we would go out a lot, like a lot of times I'd shave twice in a day. And I was just so sick of shaving that one winter I like didn't shave for a couple weeks. I can't remember. We were like really busy or something. I didn't shave for a couple weeks and all of a sudden I had a beard and I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep this. So, yeah. So anyways, where is I moved it. Where is here it is. So here is.
There was I wanted to give a shout out to,
the prize.
that's our prize. Was it,
if you're out of town, you can still win. You just pay the actual shipping for the item. And
it was, Mary Krebs. She's going to have a wedding anniversary next month. 64 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, and there was somebody that had been with their husband since the 8th grade.
Pam Foster. Pam Foster was said she had been with her husband since the 8th grade. I was
Katrina Miller.
Whoa.
Been married 24 years. We meet with common interests and fell in love because of our values.
Nice. Congratulations, Katrina.
Do we know Katrina?
I don't know.
Will you check?
Where are you, Katrina?
So
are you on right now?
So if Katrina is watching, congratulations. If not, we will comment.
Katrina Miller. I do not.
So go to YouTube. Here, actually.
I'm on YouTube.
Here. So what do you have to talk about?
I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Some of you are with the men that you are with because they were hot. That came up. He's hot. He was love. Stephanie Boyk, love at first sight. Oh, it was Sandy Sullivan, who said, I don't know how I would like it if my husband started quilting, especially if he was better than me. That was so funny. Love and respect. You can always find interests that you're both interested in. That was Cindy Lehman. It was just really, really sweet, and it was really fun to read. And yeah, thank you for participating in that. We had a good time. Last night, Patrick finally started to feel better, and I go, hey, let's read those comments. And we just sat and read them all, and we just laughed, and it was just fun. It was just fun reading them together. Okay, so wait, let me find Katrina. So we
here, I got it right here. I got it.
Okay, you got her. You're gonna send her a message to reach out to us. And Linda, your little fabric pack's gonna go out today too, so don't worry about that. Sorry, it was underneath a bunch of stuff. And Annetta, yours will go out too. Sorry.
So all the mail that I took home did not go out. It's all up front right now. So
why didn't you remind me?
I was a little busy.
Okay, but I would have taken care of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you had enough on your plate.
We did. We had just juggling everything. I did. Have enough on my plate.
I left today, and this is not to say that you don't do a lot, but I left today and I got in the car and I was like, that really puts into perspective. I never see what happens when I'm gone. When I'm not doing stuff in the house.
Shiznick gets taken care of when you're gone. Why? What didn't get taken care of? What are you insinuating?
I'm just saying that, you know.
What didn't happen?
I'm not. We don't need to go there right now. Just pick up.
I like the other. I don't like Patrick's younger self. I like the old man. Bring the old man back.
She's worried. That's what's really happening. She doesn't know if she can keep up with the young man.
One time when a woman came in and brought Patrick cookies, did he bring you? She brought you cookies, and
she brought me cookies and a climbing. It's weird.
All right. I am so sorry for all of you that didn't win, but usually. So the irons are what, $154.99 or $159.99. We'll run some specials because a couple of times a year, Brewers where I buy them extends free shipping. Otherwise, they charge me like $20 shipping on each one of those. But we'll run a special, and yes, it's something that everyone should have. So when you're ready to treat yourself, let me know and we'll get you one. All right. Thank you for those of you who stitched with me yesterday. That was super fun. Oh, your stomach's still making lots of noises.
Not 100% at all. I know you like to treat me like I am, but I'm not.
What does that mean? I told you you could stay home and I'd come in. Anyhow, give him. Yes, old man will come back soon.
Yeah, this is about a week till I have the.
As soon as the live feed is over, I'm running home again because
Why?
I left all that fabric at home.
Why do you need it?
So all the fabric is here for Life is Better in Full Bloom. And as I was pulling into the parking lot, I thought I left it at the house. Because I took it because I was like, maybe I'll cut it, and then it didn't get cut.
I made Jeannie go get ginger ale. That was like the craziest experience. I went from like normal to fully dehydrated in like 3 hours,
Hey,
like
Michelle,
to the point where
there's a gentleman that just
I
came
was,
in. Will you check in with him? Thank you.
where I was just like I was literally like muscle cramps all up and down my legs, and I was like, I need something. And so Jeannie's like, I'll call the kids. The kids will get it. And then the kids are like, we're busy. We're not coming home.
The kids go. The kids are like, okay, we'll get it. And then Violet's like, when do you have to get it? And I was like, well, Dad could use it now. And she's like, do I have to get it? Do I have to come home now? Because they were out. And Kai didn't get home until 3 o'clock. And I told Violet that. And Violet goes, wait a minute. Did I tell you this? She's like, do we have a curfew? That was okay? I could have stayed out later. I always thought we had to be home by midnight. And our
You didn't
kids.
tell me about that.
I was like, I don't know. Do you still
They're
have
supposed to be home by midnight.
Kai just comes home whenever he wants.
No, Kai never stays out late.
He was playing Smash
He
Brothers.
said that he had to stay long enough for somebody to beat him. Did you hear that?
No.
I was like, why did you stay out so late? You wanted to go to bed early. And he was like, because Vita said he wasn't going to stop until he beat me.
Oh, yeah.
And it took him that long to beat me.
3 o'clock, right? 3 a.m. That's and then I didn't know how to answer Violet because Patrick and I haven't talked about it.
They still have a.
Because legally, like driving, they're not allowed to drive after midnight, right?
Not until 18.
Until they're 18 years old. So, but you.
I did, but I mean, it was just a matter of keeping stuff down.
Annetta needs you to call her. And then during the live stream. What?
During the live
Oh,
stream?
yeah. Oh, it's still here. Okay. And the sew along was super fun. And if you ever want to come to a sew along and just stitch with us. We just everyone just throws in comments. We just stitch, have a good time. Hopefully I can give you a quick tip or trick here or there. And I thought we got through a lot, and it was super fun.
Alice, so your stuff is still here. So UPS never showed on Friday. It's so funny. Like, it has just not stopped. It is fully rainy today.
Awful.
We haven't really had a sunny day in probably like a full-on month. And it was, so somebody sent me a picture yesterday. Mike Salmon sent me a picture yesterday. There's a sign at Squaw at Palisades, Tahoe that says, let it snow. And somebody spray painted under let it snow, Uncle.
Let it snow, Uncle. Oh, like Uncle, like
Uncle,
I give up.
Yeah, yeah, it really needs to dry out. Like, I mean, we have stuff, we have a big project that's going to happen at the house this summer anyways, but like, I would have postponed it a year or two with the kids going to college. But like, literally one of our stone walls has failed.
All of them.
The water ceiling, none of them on the house.
Oh, but
All the retaining walls, the water seal has failed, and like the walls just literally falling apart.
It's like crumbling. It's like a mound of like crumbled, almost like pebbles on the bottom.
Yeah, the architectural stone is just falling apart with the freeze thaw.
Some of the stones that just like fall off. They're like big stones.
Well, when I called the guy that's doing the work for us and I was talking to him, he's like, we are getting so many calls right now about this, just because we haven't had this much water in this short a period of time. Like the ground is just totally saturated. Like whole parts of our lawn, like when we're out picking up dog dew, like you can just scrape the grass off. The topsoil's just totally.
It's like a sponge
It's
walking
like
out
it's
there.
it's gross. It's like we really need to dry out. And the unfortunate reality is, for those of you in California, you've got it worse. Like you're dealing with flooding and stuff like that. But like, we're not drying out. Like, it's just not drying out. Like we have a sunny day on Thursday and then more rain and snow Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's just not drying out. Non-stop.
So I'm going to go home and get that stuff, and I'm going to start shipping out those Life is Better in Full Bloom kits. And I know some people were waiting for that to come in and then for me to ship other orders, but I'm going to get that out to you. As far as the motifs and fills, that isn't even being released and shipped until March 30th. So you're not going to get that until the very beginning of April. If you're waiting for a playbooks, because we sold out and then we reordered. So I'm hoping we'll have playbooks maybe the end of the week, very beginning of next week. So playbooks are coming too.
I bet a lot of those roof leaks were ice dams. Because we had ice dams and I was really worried that we were going to find out that our roof leaked, and we were really fortunate that it didn't. And then I was happy with this last round of the storm that you'll never hear for me being happy about rain, but like I was really concerned. Like I had like 4 to 6 inch ice dams on my roof, and I was really concerned that if we got more snow on top of that and then rain, that the ice dams would be high enough to get in the house. So
for those of you who are asking about if we have more kits, I have no idea how this happened. And I think everyone has their kit. If for some reason you haven't gotten Oh So Delightful and you purchased it, reach out to me. I think I have. I'm going to say 4. I think I have 5. But I'm going to say 4 just in case somebody's waiting for one and didn't get it and I missed it somehow. I think I have. So I'm going to say 3. But I put those up on the site. So if you still need Oh So Delightful, you can go onto the website and still purchase that. And I have them. And I can ship them right now. So I would go on there and get it. I would get it. This project, it was so much fun. One of the things I really love about it is that it wasn't, it's not this huge, I call them big bites. It's not a huge bite. It's not like Cup of Cheer where you have like per day, per piece. This is like straightforward embroidery, applique, and it's going to be pretty easy peasy. Fill blocks were easy to do. The applique, the embroidery, all of that was really easy. This is a great first project, or, for your first quilt. This is a great one to do. And all of the extra projects makes it even more fun. So I think it's a great value. Oh, Life in Full Bloom, order it. Just order online. I have those. I think I cut maybe 48, and I think maybe like 3/4 of them are spoken for. And we have more fabric, so we can cut more too. So yeah, go ahead and get your Life in Full Bloom. That will be a sew along. It probably won't happen. Next week is going to be Oh So Delightful. The week after is spring break, so Violet and I will be flying back on that Monday, and then the week after that is going to be Cuties May. It's April, but we're going to be stitching Cuties May. So maybe the week after that, we're going to do that. And then I wasn't going to do it, but I think I might stitch out Shout Hooray.
Oh, God.
That I'm still pondering that. I'm still pondering that to see if I can fit it in.
Jeannie's favorite mode of procrastination is adding more to her plate.
Don't worry about cutting out Oh So Delightful. You're gonna do great.
Yeah, I'll call you today. I promise.
And there's lots of fabric. I think there's going to be a lot left over. Like, I cut, and like, I feel like I know there's 8 projects, but I feel like I'm going to have a ton of fabric left.
So there's something I need to attend to first thing this morning regarding the shop. I just replied.
Annetta? Yeah.
I
Patrick
just
was
replied.
talking to you. Oh.
And so I will call after I deal with that. We got to get to work. Man.
Okay. Apron class is tomorrow. So make sure all your fabric's pre-cut. I will send out a reminder, as well as if you are doing the apron with us and you do not have cover stitch, you can join us. And that's where we do this piece. That's what we're going to start out with the belt looper. You can join us half an hour later, because it's going to take us half an hour to do that. There is an upgrade 3 class coming up. If you have not done upgrade 3, that is going to be April 5th. Scan and Cut is this week. Scan and Cut's going to be tomorrow morning, and we have another session on Friday afternoon. And that reminds me, I wanted to put Shelly in this. Hopefully she'll get her stuff. Oh, shoot. Did she get her stuff? No, not that. So if you need us to move you, let us know, because we did have a class in April. We've moved most of those people into this, into the March class. There is also, Let's Make Some Patches. That's this afternoon. That's going to be the multi-needle class. And so that's going to be this afternoon from 1 to 3. There's an accessory class on Thursday. That's going to be Thursday morning. The accessory class is fantastic. It's a 3-hour class. Suzanne does it, and it's absolutely amazing. We teach you how to use the main accessories that came with the machine, including your free motion foot, a twin needle, your overcasting foot, your button fitting foot, all of those fun feet, the feet that sit there and you go, oh, I don't even know when I would use this or why. This is the chance to learn. And we go as far in this class as showing you how to take off your needle plate, cleaning out the machine, looking at your bobbin case, when you need to replace your bobbin case. So it's a lot of really, really good information. And then there's a Stellar Altair class in the store on Thursday. That's going to be the embroidery one.
Yeah, I'm on the mend. As of 2:30, 3 o'clock last night, I was feeling much better. So
how about tomorrow we'll come on and we'll talk about what classes we have coming up next week, and I think we'll go.
There may be a Technique Tuesday on that, Lynn, but I don't think, we've done that in some of our classes, but I think there's a Technique Tuesday video on that one.
Yeah, I think Michelle did do something like that. She's so good with all that stuff. So if you go to YouTube and you look up Technique Tuesday on our page, it's going to pull up all the Technique Tuesdays. That's also a good thing to send to Michelle, and you can say, hey, and when we do a Technique Tuesday, we like to keep it to 10 minutes. Something quick, something easy to show you. Do not see the fabric kits. Should be there.
I don't, but let me
just type in, let me look at A1, because you want to get that kit. It is it's so worth it, and there's so much in there. It's so exciting. If you type in oh so delightful, embroidery design. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, it's showing us sold out for some reason. Well, did it sell out? Maybe it sold out. Did you need one, Heather? If you need one, let me know. And maybe it just sold out. I'm gonna have to look on our Shopify, but I'll check it. If it's not sold out, I'll make sure it gets put back on there. And if you didn't get one, let me know. They told me when I reorder, they're not going to come in until July, so you're going to have to wait a while. But I do have those. I think I have those 5 kits. I think I put 3 because I got nervous. I was like, what if I owe this to somebody and I missed it? So I wanted to hold on to 1 or 2 just to make sure. But reach out to me, and if I can confirm those are not taken by somebody, then I will make them yours. Orders. Somebody might have bought them. But Heather, send me a note, because the other 2, let me know about that. Look, and Heather found the video. So Lynn, if you look there, there's, I think that's the link to the video. And it wanted to be posted. Okay, have a great day. I'm going to be in my car for the next half hour going home and coming back again, and then I'll be back and I'll be answering all your emails and all your questions. Congratulations, Miss Katrina. Give us a call and